Once upon a time, there was a monk who lived in a peaceful place called a monastery, where many other monks also lived. This monk loved to meditate, which means sitting quietly and thinking deeply. One day, he decided to go to a quiet lake all by himself, to meditate even more deeply. The lake was not visited by many people, so it was very calm and quiet. To get to the middle of the lake, the monk got into a small boat and rowed there. He closed his eyes and started meditating, trying to find even more inner peace. He was enjoying the quiet and stillness for a few hours, and suddenly, he felt a bump. It was as if something had hit his boat. This surprised him and made him a little bit upset, but he didn't open his eyes or say anything. A little later, he felt another bump. This time, he could feel his anger growing inside him. But he still kept his eyes closed and didn't make any noise. After a bit more time, another bump came, and now he was really angry. He was about to yell at the person in the other boat for disturbing him. He slowly opened his eyes, ready to shout. But what he saw surprised him. There was no one in the other boat. It was just an empty boat that had accidentally floated over to his boat and bumped into it. When the monk saw this, he had a big realization. He understood that the anger he felt was already inside him, and the bump from the other boat just made it come out. From that moment on, whenever the monk met someone who made him irritated, or tried to make him angry, he remembered the empty boat. He knew that the person was like an empty boat, they were just bumping into him, but the anger was actually coming from inside him. So, the monk learned to control his anger. He understood that he had the power to choose how he reacted to things. Instead of getting angry right away, he could choose to stay calm like the peaceful lake. This made his life happier and more peaceful, and he became wiser and more patient. And so, the monk's story teaches us that often, our feelings are like the water in the lake. They might get disturbed by the bumps of life, but we have the power to choose how we respond. Just like the monk, we can learn to stay calm and peaceful, no matter what bumps come our way. The monk's tale of the empty boat offers a profound lesson in anger management, through the practice of silence. In today's fast-paced world, where emotions can quickly flare up, the monk's approach reminds us of the power of restraint and thoughtful response. By choosing silence in the face of anger, we create a buffer between the triggering event and our reaction. This pause grants us the opportunity to evaluate our emotions, assess the situation, and respond in a more composed manner. Much like the calm surface of the lake, that eventually settles after disturbances, our feelings can find balance again, when we give ourselves the time to understand them. Silence doesn't imply suppression of feelings, rather, it reflects a deliberate decision to manage emotions constructively. It prevents us from hastily saying or doing things we might regret later. Moreover, maintaining a composed demeanor can often diffuse tense situations and encourage more productive communication. Practicing silence also fosters self-awareness. By observing our anger, without immediately acting on it, we can delve into its root causes. This enables us to address underlying issues, leading to more lasting solutions and personal growth. In essence, the monk's wisdom encourages us to be architects of our own emotional responses. Choosing silence doesn't signify weakness, it showcases strength and resilience. It empowers us to harness our emotions, rather than being controlled by them. Just as the monk discovered that the true source of his anger lay within, we can uncover our own emotional landscapes and shape them positively. When someone makes us mad, staying quiet can really help. It's like taking a pause before reacting. Think of a calm pond that gets still after a rock is tossed in. Our feelings can also become calm if we give them a little time. Being silent doesn't mean keeping our emotions inside. It means taking a moment before we say or do something. This can stop us from doing things we'll feel sorry about later. Also, staying cool can make fights less likely and help us talk better. Silence also teaches us about ourselves. Instead of getting angry right away, we can think about why we're mad. This can help us fix the real issues and become better people. Deciding to be quiet is strong, not weak. It shows we're in control of how we feel. Like a monk who figured out why he's mad, we can understand our emotions and change them for the better. Mastering the art of silence can bring about a remarkable transformation. It equips us with a valuable tool to navigate the challenges of life, fostering understanding, empathy, and ultimately, a more harmonious existence. In a world where people argue a lot, being good at staying silent can make a big difference. It helps us deal with problems and be kinder. So, practicing silence is like learning an important skill that makes life better and more peaceful.